Hello there. Yesterday, I took the Waltz 9 along with me to a local steel match that I used my PCC in that match, but I brought it along because I wanted people to have the opportunity to get their hands on the gun, and I really wanted to just capture that first impression. Look, you guys know I'm a fan of this thing, but I'm trying to get you as many other perspectives as I can because if you're going to look at a gun, especially one that it's difficult to get your own hands on, you need as many perspectives on it as possible. So I'm really trying to get this in the hands of a variety of shooters. Some of these guys shoot high-end 2011s. There's an Arabus, Atlas Titans. A guy has a Voodoo Gunworks. So there's a lot of those guys. But then there's guys that just shoot Glock 47s and the Platypus and some other things like that. So trying to give you a good variety of shooters, what their first impression is. They talk about what it feels like in the hand, what the trigger feels like, what the recoil impulse feels like, and the grip angle. I really tried to get you what other people's first impression was, so you're not just relying on me or Buck. That's going to be really important for you if you're making any kind of decision, especially one as big at the price point that this gun lands. I had everybody bring their own ammo for it. I think we had one malfunction the entire day, and you'll see on the one that malfunctions, the rounds are just dribbling out of it. They were super soft rounds that he was running through the comped version of this, so they were dribbling out. Understandable would happen with any high-end 2011 or any gun that's comped like that. But you'll see that malfunction. You'll see what happens there. With that, let's get into it. Shooter, make ready. Are you ready? Stand by.
What's your competition gun?
Atlas Titan.
Atlas Titan. Okay.
Can I have two of them? Wow.
So genuine first impression?
Probably the flattest gun I've shot ever.
Okay. All right, Sean, what do you typically shoot?
Stealth Arms Platypus.
Platypus.
That trigger is wild.
First take, what do you think?
Awesome.
I think it is. Getting yourself into trouble.
Like it.
It's great.
1 second. Hunter, what do you normally shoot?
Staccato XC.
Okay.
Broke it. Wow.
Okay.
I'm looking for a safety.
First take.
The trigger is crazy unusual. I actually had a couple of trigger freezes on it because I got to get used to it. Recoil, incredibly manageable. The grip is great. The angle's just it feels a little different. I'm very impressed. This is a competitor for a gun everybody should probably have.
Cool. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you for letting me shoot it.
All right. What's your normal gun there, Mark?
Atlas Titan.
Atlas Titan. All right. Here we go.
Wow. That's crazy.
Okay. First thoughts?
Very light trigger. Very soft recoil. Very nice. Got the comp in it right now.
Yeah.
Grip feels great. I like the, it's got some rounded to it. The finger fits real well under the mag well, or under the trigger guard. I've got a big hand, so it's not, the mag well's kind of locking me in place. Feels great. I don't think I've ever shot a strike or anything like that. I'm not sure I've shot a 2011 that's that soft. Very nice. Awesome.
All right, Mark, what you got?
I'm going to shoot my Titan for 10 rounds, and I'll shoot that for 10 rounds.
Sounds good.
Okay, right here, we swapped over to the sight block, so this is no longer comped.
I'm definitely diving with this because I'm waiting for a little more recoil. Man, this thing is soft, and the trigger is extremely light. So
Same thing here. Tom's going to shoot comped, then not comped.
Wow. That triggers. Unbelievable.
does it feel 2 pounds to you?
What's your normal gun, Tom?
Glock 47.
Okay.
Pretty impressive. Speaking of safety. Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
It's bigger than it feels.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was just a little pad.
Yeah.
Nice. Remember I told you about the comp? I
Yep.
can tell the difference.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference.
Man, that's smooth.
What's your normal gun, Brian?
I shoot an Atlas Erebus.
Atlas Erebus. All right.
That's flat and smooth. I like how it's bringing the dot back down leveled as well. Right back where you started.
Kind of got your first take, but
That's I have to shoot my Arabus again to see how that compares.
yeah, we'll have you do that. All right, here's your Erebus.
Shooting the Arabus for comparison. That's close. Very, very close. I'd almost have to shoot it again.
Yeah. Awesome.
Very, very great gun, I think.
So he did shoot it again. This is without the comp.
Still smooth. I like a comped gun.
For sure.
That's my preference. So with the compensator on it, I love it. This is actually still very smooth. You can't argue that.
All right, Wes, what do you normally shoot for competition?
I shoot a bull Armory Sac 2.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see what you think.
It's a tack driver. I love that trigger. The trigger is just crisp and smooth.
Yeah.
Impressive. I like it.
All right, Steve, what's your normal competition gun?
I'm currently shooting a Voodoo Gunworks Priest,
Okay, nice.
2011 and 9mm. So
Cool.
real similar setup. No sight block though. So we'll see how that feels. Oh yeah. I mean, the track's wonderful. It's super duper light and manageable. I like the trigger a lot. There's just no movement. Nice and straight back like a 2011. I guess the grip angle is a little bit different, but
Yeah, a lot of people worry it taking Glock mags. They're like, "What's the grip angle?" You know, but
right. But it seems like it's corrected.
Yeah.
You know, for the magazine.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, beautiful. Shoots great. I can't wait to see what it shoots like with the comp.
Yeah, we'll swap it over. All right, so now we're gonna shoot the comp.
Yep. Comp barrel. See if we can feel the difference here.
See what you think.
Super slick. Super slick. It's ahead of me. It's faster than I am.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's tough to get faster than Steve too.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
Putting
Trying not to do it.
I was
probably pulling the trigger with 10 pounds.
All right, so you just shot the Waltz, and now that's the Arabus.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I'm still picking the Waltz, man.
Number one, I don't have to contend with a thumb safety, so that's a plus for me in competition. And it just feels the felt recoil in the palm of your hand feels a little less than this. This is a great gun, and it shoots flat, and it's
Yeah, how do you bash on a Atlas Erebus?
you don't.
Yeah.
But as far as my comfort when I want to be shooting in competition, I would go with the Waltz 9 just
I
because
wanted to try that.
striker fire would be easier to manage.
I stopped at a local indoor range, and one of the employees had to try it.
Dimitri, what's your gun of choice usually?
Glock 47.
Okay.
Always has been.
But you're looking at jumping up.
Looking at jumping up. Big fans of Ben Stoker, Joel Park. I appreciate anyone who shoots competitively striker fired. Obviously, 2011s can give you the upper hand, but I like working for it. And yeah, let's see what this does. Hold up. What? No. That trigger is crazy. Wow. All right. Thank you. That is just too easy. I mean, they say you can't buy skill. I mean, what? Wow.
Well, first impressions?
I don't need a Kimber anymore. I need a Waltz 9.
Nice.
In case you missed it, this was my first impression.
Here we go.
All day.
Do you have a mag?
I have a mag.
Dude.
Wow.
It's like it's just dancing in the center of that window.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
that is
dancing.
that is on par as soft as any comped Atlas. And we were shooting the Arabus the other day.
Yes.
And that's every bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so honest take. So
Yeah.
this gun is going to be in the K range,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So would you buy one at that?
As a competition shooter, not having to mess with a thumb safety and have
A
it
trigger
shoot
like that?
just as smooth. Yeah. I would buy it.
Yeah, I would take that over a 2011 all day.
Absolutely.
I mean, I genuinely would. I'm a striker fired guy. That's what I really like.
Yeah.
And I have gone to the 2011 world because
You can't beat the trigger. You can't beat the.
there's advantages,
Yeah,
right? Like there
absolutely.
just is. Not anymore. Like genuinely, not. I don't see why. Now, the money, right? So
Yes.
my 2K11 is half
Yes.
of this.
Yes.
So man, for a budget and guys, forgive me. I understand that the majority of my few viewers are not probably thinking, oh yeah, I just have that extra $5 laying
I'll
around
pick it up.
somewhere. Yeah, it's okay. I'll
pick
go
that
get
up.
some. I'll trade in some of my best scar. We're good, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
but
No, this is definitely something that I would invest in.
and I would sell a couple guns to get it
Absolutely.
in a heartbeat.
Yes.
In a heartbeat. Okay, well, first shots video. I don't know that a gun has ever made that kind of first impression on me. There's guns that I've liked. I like my 2K11. I really like that gun. I like the P211, that SIG P211. That's
Yep.
one of my favorite guns. I love that gun. Again, it's about half of this.
Yep.
But I have shot Atlas. I have shot the Sand Viper. I have shot the Nighthawk.
Mm-hmm.
None of them made me go, whoa,
Yeah.
that's something different.